In this video, we're going to take a step back in time and explore Thailand's old capital of Ayutthaya. Located just an hour north of Bangkok, Ayutthaya was built on a natural island that is sandwiched between three rivers, where the city served as Thailand's capital for over 400 years before it was mostly destroyed by the Burmese army in 1767. The area is like a living museum that is full of ancient temples just waiting to be explored. It's not all about temples though. We went on an unforgettable boat cruise, devoured giant stacks of boat noodles, and searched for some hidden gems. Come join us in Ayutthaya. Our first stop was Wat Yai Chai Mongkhon, a temple that sits just outside of Ayutthaya. This is a really beautiful and peaceful temple to experience and explore. It's free to enter, and we arrived around midday and it was quite hot and exposed. It's better to visit in the early morning or late afternoon when it's cooler. Alright guys, we're now at Wat Yai Chai Mongkhon. So this is a monastery that was built about 500 years ago. And then later on there was this chetty here, which is the largest in Ayutthaya, that was built by King Naraisawan, and it was to commemorate a victory over the Burmese. This place is really beautiful. There's like a million Buddhas here, a couple of big Buddhas behind us. And I think we can also climb on top of that chetty there. So let's go explore this place. Let's go. Alright, so we've now climbed up the chetty, and you can walk all the way around the chetty up here and get amazing views of the grounds here. Absolutely stunning. Alright, so we've now climbed up the stairs, and here is the view you get from the top of the chetty. So you can see all of the grounds here. Really beautiful. Cool, so at the top here there's like a pit. Is it like a wishing well or something?
Probably, I think so.
Okay, so we've got to try and drop money down there, and I'm going to try and get it in that pot down there. It went in!
Jeez.
Scored! Now what a shot!
Can we try it again?
So and up here there's also these golden Buddhas. There's like a little chamber inside the chetty here. So this is the circular part in the middle. And then you've got, oh, that's going to have a shot again. Let's go.
I think it's go on the side.
So yeah, there's this wishing well thing here in the center. So Nat was telling me that the scene here depicts a ceremony of people being ordained as monks. So the people that are standing in the front have those little headdresses on, those pointy headdresses, and that kind of represents that they're a monk. They've been ordained, they've been through the process. And these guys here, they're about to be ordained. So we've now arrived in Ayutthaya, and we're staying at a place called Bangkok. We've got this beautiful little wooden cabin here, and check it out. Beautiful wood inside, big bed, nice little sofa thing here. Here's the bathroom. Light for it, yep. Just one of these open wet bathrooms, which is all good. Yeah, such a beautiful little cabin here. Absolutely stunning. Alright guys, we are at Aunt Uan Pier, and we're going to take a boat trip around Ayutthaya at sunset here. So we're super excited about this. Nat called ahead and booked it because they don't usually do tours today, but we snagged one, so let's go do it. The boat tour took us on a full loop around the Ayutthaya Island. The island was created by the confluence of three rivers, the Pasak River, Praya River and the Klong Mung. The tour starts off by first heading up the Klong Mung Canal before joining up with the Praya River that also runs through Bangkok that we crossed in the ferry in our last video, so go check that one out if you haven't already. After cruising up the mighty Praya River, we joined up with the last of the three rivers that creates the island, the Pasak River. This was a really cool experience as we got to see local life along the river and past many temples along the way. And if you're lucky, you can also see elephants that come down to drink water from the rivers. We also stopped by Wat Chaiwatthanaram to watch the sunset. This was a truly magical experience, and on a clearer day it would have been absolutely epic watching the sun dip down behind the temple, but still an unforgettable experience either way. Alright guys, we are now at Wat Mahathat. So this was the royal temple back in the Ayutthaya period, and it was destroyed back at the second Burmese attack, so it was burnt to the ground, and this is all that's remaining. You can kind of see burn scars still on some of the objects here, like the Buddha statues and stuff. This place is most famous for the Buddha statue that is like being swallowed up by the tree, but there is a massive temple complex here for you to explore. It's really, really beautiful. So we're going to wander around and check this place out now. So let's go. Alright, so we're at the famous Buddha's head at Wat Mahathat. So here there is a Buddha's head that's been completely swallowed up by the tree behind us. It's a really sacred site for Thai people. They have no idea how it got there, but right now it's just a beautiful spot to come visit and see this very unique thing. So one thing to know as well, when you're here you can't be above the Buddha's head, so you've got to kind of approach in a crouched or crawling sort of position, otherwise it's considered disrespectful. But yeah, super beautiful, check it out. Wat Mahathat is one of the most popular places to visit in Ayutthaya due to the mysterious Buddha's head that is entangled in the tree. We got here as soon as the park opened at 8 AM. There was virtually nobody else here. We had the whole place to ourselves. It was absolutely fantastic wandering around and exploring these beautiful ruins. Alright, so this spot here is the main temple in the complex. And once again, it's kind of surrounded by all these Buddha statues that are in all sorts of states of disrepair. They're all kind of falling apart and stuff.
It's tilted.
Yeah, yeah. And some of these spire bits on the temple are kind of collapsing a little bit. Like Nat said, they've got a bit of a tilt in them, a bit of a lean. But you can still see some of the details in there. Some of the like cement or plasterwork still remains, and there's still details on it.
Look at how old the bricks in that one.
Look at this one, leaning. So at the back of the main temple, one Buddha stands intact. Very beautiful. Have a look. This place is called the Sermon Hall, and it is filled with bats. I'm not sure if you can see them or not. I'll try and get closer. Whoa, shit! They're everywhere. Holy moly. I thought they were going to attack me. Wow. Okay, this is now home to millions of bats. Whoa. They're just clinging to the roof like it's no one's business. All right, I'm going to back away. Jeez. All right, so we've hired some bikes out today so we can ride around Ayutthaya. So we're just riding through the Ayutthaya Historical Park right now to go check out another temple. So yeah, and as you're cycling through the historical park, you get to pass more like ruins and temples and stuff. This is Wat Nok. Is that the bird temple? Yeah, boy. The 3 words of Thai all coming in handy there. But yeah, there's some like little lakes and stuff in here. Pile of rubbish. But yeah, so it was only 100 baht for a whole day. So like £2. 50 baht. So 100 baht for both bikes. So that's really cheap. £1 per day to hire the bike. So we hired it from the place that we're staying at. So yeah, you can't beat that. The bikes are in good condition.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason why it's 50 baht. Because you stay there.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we got a customer's deal. Yeah, very beautiful. Yeah, so here is one of the old original bridges that existed here back in the day. So you can see these scattered all around the Ayutthaya Island. And we're going to go find some more this afternoon. But this one here is in the historical park. Really beautiful. Here we go. People even ride motorbikes inside the park. Oh, they do. Another person riding a motorbike in the park. Whoa. Oh, Nat's struggling up. Oh, she didn't make it. Oh, so much for our awesome shot we're going to do. We are on the road again. Whew. This beautiful tree and the river behind you, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so beautiful. Look at that. So this is so beautiful, just cycling around, going past all these like historical ancient temples and stuff. So beautiful. Now we're just trying to find the front of this temple so we can enter. So we're just following this bike path around the lake. Check it out. Alright guys, we're now at Wat Phra Si Sanphet. So this is another royal temple that was built by the first king of Ayutthaya. And this one is a little bit unique because no monks resided inside of here. They only came in to reside over special events and stuff like that. So yeah, so let's go check this place out. You may notice that Wat Phra Si Sanphet looks a little bit different to the other sites as it was constructed in the Lanka style, which is inspired by Sri Lankan architecture that you can see in the bell-shaped stupas. And again, arrive early and enjoy a peaceful stroll through all of this history without anybody else around. Wow. Like pillars, it's like Egypt or something. Yeah, there's a whole big complex here. Check it out. It's all like in ruins. Yeah, so here's a good example of how the place is laid out here. You can see on the right here, you can see the chetties that line this place. And then in the centerpiece here are these giant chetties with the buildings that once stood in between. And then lining that is a big row of Buddhas that goes all the way around. And then when you're walking around, you've got these paths that run around the outside. There's some trees and stuff around so you can get some shade. But this place is absolutely beautiful, fantastic place. I love going to places like this, lots of history. The setting is really nice with all of the trees and the grass and stuff. You can hear birds singing like that one right there. Yeah, really peaceful, tranquil place. Very interesting history as well. So yeah, we're gonna move on to the next place. Maybe grab ourselves a cold drink because it is blazing hot today. Oh yeah, look at that. Can't beat that. Bye. Thank you. All right, so we stopped off at the auntie's shop out in front of the temple here. She's selling cold drinks. You'll see these aunties everywhere around Thailand selling icy drinks. So I got myself the Nom Chompu again, the standard for me.
Soda with the red syrup.
Yeah, so it's virtually the same drink except mine's got
The
like
same
condensed
syrup,
milk
but yeah,
and
but don't has.
evaporated milk and stuff in there.
Mine just pure soda.
Yeah, so it's just soda water, so it's a little bit different, but the same base syrup. So yeah, and they also come with these like little holders made out of plastic. It's kind of like
Makes your life easy.
yeah, so you can carry it and you can drink it like this. Ooh, doggy. Really good. Love it. Absolutely refreshing. So now we're gonna hit the road on our bikes. See you at the next stop. So all around Ayutthaya they have these bike lanes which makes it easy to get around on bicycles, so it's super bike friendly and loads of places hire them out. So yeah, a great way to see this place. Hire out a bike and hit the road. Fantastic. All right, so we're now at Wat Chaiwatthanaram. So this is one of the most iconic temples here in Ayutthaya. It sits beside the Praya river. It's very, very beautiful. Let's go check it out. Wat Chaiwatthanaram was built in the 17th century by King Prasat Tong in the Khmer style in memorial of his mother. The centerpiece here is the magnificent central prang or tower. It's like a rocket reaching for the sky, ready to launch. Surrounding it are smaller prangs, all decorated in intricate carvings. This place is seriously impressive. The details here are insane. And the temple is located right next to the Praya river. You can even take a boat trip and arrive by water or see the sunset like we did yesterday. Highly recommended. Alright, so you can see the river at the front, so the temple's right beside the river. If you turn around, there's this big causeway here. There's some Buddhas out the front and then the temple. Absolutely fantastic. There's a big reveal. Alright guys, so we've stopped for some food now and we're getting boat noodles, which is a local dish that was invented right here. So we stopped at a local legend place called Pa Lek, and so here we go. We've already got a bowl here, so they're not very big. If you can see, we're on our second bowl already. So if you haven't had boat noodles before, it's basically a beef noodle soup that is thickened with pork blood. And I know that sounds off-putting saying it's got pork blood in there, but you do not taste it at all. So on the table you have all these condiments like you do everywhere else in Thailand, so you can season it any way you want. FYI, I've already chucked all of that in there. And also there are like pork rinds that you can put in there as well. So I'm going to chuck a few of these in there. I'll crunch them up a little bit. Mix that around. Oh yeah, look at that. Alright, so now I'm going to grab a big bite. I'll grab a meatball, I'll grab some noodles. Oh yeah, so beautiful, seasoned perfectly. Like I said, you can't taste the blood in there, you can just taste like the Chinese 5 spice and the beef broth. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, there is our tower of boat noodles. Absolutely delicious. Alright guys, now we've got some dessert which is called Rua Met. So it's basically shaved ice with a bunch of bits and bobs in here. So there's a bunch of jars with different ingredients in there and you choose like a few and they'll chuck it in here. And there's also some condensed milk and some Salar syrup, which is like that red pinky syrup that you see around at all the dessert bars and drink joints. So yeah, let's get a big scoop of that. I love it. It's cold, it's refreshing, it's sweet, it's delicious. And all those different ingredients in there just add different textures to it. Some are goopy, some are crunchy, some are jelly-ish. There's all sorts of things going on. Absolutely beautiful. It's one of my favorite things to have in Thailand, especially on a hot day. Alright guys, so we have been searching for some hidden gems. So Ayutthaya is like an open-air museum almost. I would compare it to Rome or something, where there is just ruins dotted around everywhere. And we've come to this unassuming neighborhood here. Like, it's just a normal neighborhood, and in the middle of this neighborhood is this bridge from the Ayutthaya period with these 2 super noisy birds on there who are trying to talk over me. So yeah, so this bridge here, yeah, like I said, has been here since the Ayutthaya period, and you can see the design there. It has kind of like a Persian influence to it, and this is because the Ayutthaya kingdom used to trade with Persians, so they kind of traded knowledge and architectural secrets, it seems, and so they've built this bridge with that kind of influence in mind. So yeah, pretty cool. Now the birds will be quiet now, won't they? Yeah, so it looks like steps, but we don't think it's steps right now. It was probably smooth back in the day with a gradual slope. Whoa.
Very steep.
Oh, yeah. It's almost like a motocross jump.
Yeah.
And now we're on top of the world.
And then the slope looks like it's cut off.
Yeah.
Should have been like...
Yeah, so that would have gradually gone down, we think. Wow, these birds. What's up with you? Maybe they're nesting around here. I got a feeling they're not happy that we're here. Yeah, it's just circling around us. Sorry for interrupting your home. We're going to leave now. Bye-bye. Alright guys, we're at hidden gem number 2. This is called Pa Dinso, which apparently, according to Nat, means like slate or something.
Yeah, like stationery.
Stationery.
Like a slate.
Like a slate, like you would write, like a chalkboard sort of thing.
Chalkboard,
Yeah. This one's really beautiful. Like you can see like all these roots tangled up. The water actually goes underneath it. Really beautiful. And there's also a temple behind that there. So this is like a double hidden gem. There's like a little temple here. Not sure of the name of it, but let's go discover it together. Check out the roots on this tree. Look how long this root is. It runs all the way across the bridge. Still it goes, still it goes. It's like a pipeline, that said. And I happen to believe her. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God, still goes. It goes all the way across the bridge. Crazy. All right, so this temple here is called Wat Ratchaburana, and it's right next to a really busy road in the university. So right now we're inside the university. Do you know the full name of it?
The Ratchaburana.
Ayutthaya University. So we're right near the front gate, or the back gate actually.
Back gate.
Yeah, and here we have these awesome sites. Let's go check this one out. This one looks pretty cool. It looks still in good condition, like all the walls and stuff are still intact around this Buddha. So this one is going to be interesting, I think. Definitely fits into our hidden gem category. Let's check it out. Wow, look at that Buddha just peeking out. And wow, look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Excellent condition. And people still light candles here. Look at that. There's candles and incense still burning. So somebody's probably been here recently. Alright guys, we are now at Wat Ratchaburana. So this is another royal temple, but this is actually one of the earliest ones built. And this one's famous because it was once looted by bandits or something. But luckily later on the Art and Cultural Society come along and did another dig here, and they found loads of treasures that are now at the museum that's nearby. We're going to go check that out later, but first let's go explore this place. Alright, so it looks like you can climb onto this temple. So let's climb these sacred stairs. Right. Up we go. Did we go to the first level, do you think? Yeah, it's the first level. Okay. So yeah, there's some stairs up here that we want to get to. You can kind of go inside this chamber here. So let's see what is inside this chamber. Will it be disappointing? Will it not? We'll soon find out. Yeah, walk around the Chedi here. As you can see, it's surrounded by stupas as well, like the other temple we went to yesterday, and by Buddha statues as well, by the looks of it. So here we go, up these stairs. Whoa. Jeez. Very, very steep stairs. There's not many of them. Whew. All right, now we're on top of the site. Check it out. There's a temple running behind. It looks like it's got a Buddha statue, so it's symmetrical on both sides by the looks of it. This is exactly mirror of the front, so the back and front are exactly the same. So here on this stupa we have like these creatures up here, this flying beast, Garuda, and then here we have, like, there's still details on these rocks, and then we have a Buddha. Oh, there's a snake on it. There's a snake on that Buddha's head. Oh my god, it just crawled behind it.
one.
That's crazy. All right. Dude, there was a snake there. Yeah, and the details are still in the rock, which is really cool. A lot of them have been destroyed. But yeah, we swing back around. Bang, we get a look looking back down with the seated Buddha statue there inside that hole. Fantastic. Check out these pagodas. They're kind of tilted at the top. They're all got a bit of a lean on it, but these are, mind you, like about 500 years old, and there's a lot of rain here in the rainy season, so I imagine, you know, their foundations are not the most stable. Really beautiful. And here we go. We're going up the main staircase into this little chamber on the stupa. Look, you can see some of the details here in the rock. Carved out. Oh, we can get close to them here actually. Check that out. You can really see the details in the stone here that still remains today. Really awesome. And here we are. We're entering the holy chamber. So this is where we entered from. This is the hall from the front entrance. And you can see down there, there's those pillars that were standing behind before and all those seated Buddhas. And then inside here, we have a vaulted roof, kind of like in Egypt. And there is even another chamber down here, but we can't enter. It's locked and it says do not enter.
Is it the chamber where the treasure was hidden?
Maybe the treasures are hidden deep inside of this passageway.
And you can still keep going.
But this vault goes deeper. I can hear bats. Oh, there's bats in here. Jeez Louise, man. Whoa. Get a light out.
Okay, I'm gonna put the lights on.
We're about to enter the inner sanctum. Let's do it.
Oh, I don't want to really.
But there's smell of guano in the air. Whoa, a bat flew. Oh, they're all on the roof. Oh, you probably can't see it with the GoPro. Okay, there's just a pit down here. And there's some information, but there's heaps of bats. I do not want to go any further.
Okay, they said they have found some gold.
Whoa.
In here.
Okay, some gold was found in here. And then there's like a big pit that says do not step on this chamber or something. So let's back away from these bats. Yeah, really cool. Vaulted roof there. And then it goes out there when that is. And then there's staircases on both sides. So you look out here. There's a dog running around. Pan around. We have fantastic views of Ayutthaya. So over here is the more parts of the historical park. It's really big. It takes up the whole center of Ayutthaya. There's heaps of temples and stuff to explore. So hire a bike like we did. I recommend doing that because it's an easy way of getting around. And there's bike lanes and stuff. But yeah, check that out. Absolutely fantastic. Alright, so we've just climbed down from the chamber in the main temple there, and we're now walking around the path that goes all the way around the temple here, and we're going to check out the hall on the other side as well. But yeah, there's lots of like ruined Buddha statues, so it looks like along here there would have been a bunch of seated Buddhas, and on the outside you can see these stupas that also line the outer area. So it's kind of similar to the other design and architecture that we've seen at the other temples, but this one is much older. Look how much this hall has sunken over the years. It looks like a wave in the ocean or something. Yeah. But it still stands. The walls are still intact. It survives to this day. Very cool. And you look back through, there is the temple there, main temple. Now let's go the peak inside. So like I mentioned up top, it's symmetrical, so both, whatever it is, east and west direction I think it's facing in, both east and west directions have a gate to enter and have this hall that maybe people would pass through before entering the main temple area. So really cool. Coronation Hall. The west, I was correct, it's east to west. Yeah. Okay. I think we're allowed to walk up here. It doesn't say we can't, so let's have a look. Let's creep through the middle door. There we go, we have the remains, the torso of a Buddha. Yeah. You can just imagine in its heyday how beautiful this place would have been, how much it would have meant to the local people. And we still get to see it today. Not quite in its glory, but if you use your imagination, you can imagine what it would look like. So near the entrance, they have this model here of what it would have looked like back in the day. So you can see like those halls were completely covered. Even the area around the main temple there, where all the hall of Buddhas are, would have been completely covered in. So wow, it would have been a really impressive complex. And like you could see, the complete symmetry of this place. Each side is exactly the same. So if we go around to the front here, you can see it is completely symmetrical. So there must be some hidden meaning to that, maybe some sort of balance they're trying to create. After exploring Wat Ratchaburana, we were back on our bikes and onto the next stop, the Praya National Museum. Wow, we have some elephant riders here. Sawadee Krap. Yeah, we're going past another temple, Wat Phra Si. Looks pretty impressive. Past this taxi. Wow. Oh wow, it looks like it might have lotuses or something bloom at some point. That would be really impressive. Yeah, check that out. Looks very, very beautiful. And then we have more elephants here. Sawadee Krap. More elephants, a whole procession of elephants. Alrighty, so we have now entered the museum in Ayutthaya. I'm not sure of its name. I will find out the full name soon, but yeah, hopefully there is some interesting things here. And there'll be some of those relics from the temple we just visited also, which would be cool to check out. So let's go check it out. All right, so the museum is actually called the Chao Sam Praya National Museum. So let's enter this joint. 150 baht to enter. And wow. The museum houses artifacts found in the ruins around Ayutthaya that is split into two sections, one that houses artifacts and the other that has gold treasures. Unfortunately, only the gold section was open, but it was incredibly impressive. The amount of gold on display and the detailed craftsmanship was amazing. A large amount of gold was found in the large pit inside of Wat Ratchaburana, including this badass sword. So it was good to see both places back to back. Alrighty, so that was the Praya National Museum, and you can't film in there, but I did do a sneaky few clips, so let's see how they turned out. But yeah, really, really impressive. It's crazy to think that all of those treasures were found in the temples around this area. So I never realized that they put treasures in the temples here, but they did, and it's
incredibly impressive. There's so much in there, and the detail
So
in
much
it.
gold.
Oh, so much gold, and so much detail in those gold pieces. Absolutely fantastic. But yes, I highly recommend coming here and check it out. It's not that big because, like I said, half of it was closed for renovation, but the gold bit was super impressive, so well worth a visit.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go and we'll catch you later.
In the next video, we stay in a peaceful mountain retreat in Mae Kampong just outside of Chiang Mai. We still managed to get up to some adventures as well as soaking in the chill mountain vibes. If you're after more information about places we visited in Ayutthaya, including markets and places we ate at, check out our blog post, link in the description. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure.